Hi, I'm Ellen, also known as Electric Ellen, the Power Lady. The folks at Saker were kind enough to send me this cordless power washer that uses a bucket instead of a hose, so you can use it anywhere. I'm going to use it to wash my RV and my house. So let's open it up. Let's see, we have hose, wand, this guy, battery, charger, that is a filter and something. We'll read the instructions and figure it out. And the power washer. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out the battery and charge it. Now, let's plug that in, regular household plug. So here's the battery and the label. And here's the charging port. I'm going to plug it in right there. Let's see if there are any lights or anything. Oh, there's a light on here. There's a red light. So let's read the instructions. While the battery's charging, let's go over what comes in the case. I read the instructions, and we're going to have to put the ends on this. This is the hose. It's 200 inches, they say. Here's the foam pot and the spray for the foam pot. This is the wand. Look at all of the different spray patterns that you can use. So we need to attach this guy to one end of the hose. And this is going to go onto the spray gun here. Now you can see. And the other end of the hose is going to attach onto this, which goes into the bucket. It has screening material and a ball inside. Let's put the ends on the hose. I'll put this end on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. This end, unscrew this part. And I'm assuming this needs to go through. And then we'll wiggle this guy on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All the way up. And put on the cap. When you pull back on this green collar, it releases the pressure on those white clips so that this can come in and out. And I heard it click. Did you hear that click? Let's see. Let me do it again. Let me do it near the mic. There we go. I'm going to take off the hose. In order to do that, you pull down on the collar, and that releases those white clips inside, and then you can just take it off. The wand goes in here. It has fins on it. So you need to find where those go in. Push it all the way in. There's some resistance. Turn, and now it's locked in. You attach the foam bottle the same way. It also has fins, and you have to figure out where to line it up. Push it all the way in, rotate, and it's locked in. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to push it back in towards the base, turn, and pull it out. The light on the charger turned green. I guess we're good to go. I'll insert the battery. It has grooves that line up in the back. There we are. To take it off, you press the clip and pull. Let's try it out. Here's a before of my dirty RV. There are some areas that I want to concentrate on, like this right here. This is so that we can pass cords through to the inside. So it has this little flap thing that you can put down when you're not using it to pass a cord through. This area here around the awning, I think the last time it was washed was 2 years ago, so it really needs it. Look at the awning, there's pollen all over it. All of this stuff, the streaking that happens over time. There's more over here, and oh, up on the roof, up here where it comes down from the gutter. Look at all this here where it comes down from the gutter. It just comes right down the window. It's all streaky and yucky, so let's try out the spray gun. Let's test this out. I pressed the button by accident and some water came out, but that's good. That means that they tested it. It says in the instructions that if water comes out, it's because they tested it, not because it's a return. I have a 5-gallon bucket of water. Let's put this together. And try it out. All right, water's coming out. Let's test out the spray patterns. I'm going to attach the wand. So this is 0 degrees. Up. Well, that was up. 60 degrees. Spray. 40 degrees. 25 degrees. And back to 0 degrees. Okay, let's give this a wash. I got the whole RV side here wet. Let's attach the soap. See how that works. Woo! Boy, that works well. Woo! Look at that foam. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Let's go back to the wand and wash this off. All right, we're out of water. Looking pretty good. We'll see what it looks like when it dries, and then I'll show you. Around my door is also pretty dirty. The bugs like to land here around the wireless thermometer sensor, and the light too is right here, so a lot of bugs. And up in here, it looks like there was a moth nest there. There are spiders that like to nest in these. Up in the roof area, there are a lot of spider nests too. So let's get rid of those. There we go, all those spider nests. So let's get to work. Here's the after on the house. So it's not as powerful as a commercial unit, but for my needs, I think it's pretty adequate. The cat pee with all the bugs in it is gone. This ledge is clean. The glass is still wet. The eaves are pretty clean. There's still like embedded dirt that probably you just need a brush, because the soap all on its own just sitting there for a minute isn't going to do it. But all the bugs, oh shit, well, I should have moved that, but all around it is a lot cleaner. Let's go check out the RV. Here's the after of the RV. I didn't clean this back section so that we would have a comparison. You can see around the latch, it's all dirty, and underneath it's all dirty. And so here's the after of the RV. And this is still here, and it rubs away when I do that. I don't know. I'm not sure if I need a different cleaner, a different type of soap. Yeah, there's a lot left on here. The awning too still has the pollen all over it. That got cleaner up there on the gutter and around the window. It did a good job there. But I'm still getting this sort of film. I don't know enough about washing cars to know if this is normal or what. I think the RV needs a little more than just foam sprayed on and then water. I think it actually needs a cloth going over it with detergent. So I'll try that again and sometime in the future. But for now, I'm leaving this as it is. Overall, the Saker Power Washer did a decent job. It would have been a lot better if I had taken a cloth with soapy water and actually rubbed the surface of the RV, rubbed around the door, on the siding, on the glass. It would have cleaned a lot better. But it did an adequate job for a cordless machine. I think it did great. Is it as powerful as one of those commercial units? No. But for what I needed it to do, it was great. I didn't need a hose, so I could use it anywhere. That is key, because a lot of times we want to wash something, but there's no hose available. So this will be a great substitute for having to use a hose to wash. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos.